On the day she was set to sell her childhood home, Emma found a letter. Not just any letter, but one that had been waiting for her, hidden beneath a floorboard for 20 years. This single, faded envelope would unravel the very story she had told herself about her life. The house was nearly empty, boxes sealed, memories packed away. Emma, now in her 40s, was doing one last sweep of her old bedroom. It was a space stripped bare, haunted by the ghosts of posters and teenage dreams. As she went to close the closet door for the last time, she noticed a loose floorboard at the back. Prying it up, she found the letter. The handwriting was instantly familiar, the postmark a clear echo from 2 decades ago. It was from James. Her hands trembled as she opened it. The past came rushing back in a vivid flashback. Young Emma, vibrant and in love, wrapped in the arms of James on their university campus. They were inseparable, their future a shared sunlit dream. Then, the brutal, sudden end. A fight she never truly understood, followed by his departure for an art fellowship in Paris. She had spent years believing he chose his career over her. A heartbreak that shaped the cautious, self-reliant woman she became. But the letter told a different story. James's voice, reading from the page, was filled with fear and regret. "My dearest Emma," it began, "if you're reading this, it means I was too much of a coward to give it to you in person." He confessed that he had manufactured their final argument. He was terrified. Terrified she'd say no to joining him in Paris, but even more terrified she'd say yes and come to resent him for uprooting her life. Pushing her away felt safer than risking a future where she might leave him. "It was the greatest mistake of my life," he wrote. The words hit Emma like a physical blow. They were both just young and scared. The letter's final paragraph was a gut punch. "The truth is, this fellowship, this art, it's just a shape. You were the color inside it." He had waited for her at the train station until 5 p.m. that day, hoping for a miracle. If she appeared, they would leave for Paris together. If not, he would understand. He was waiting, and she never knew. For 20 years, the narrative of her life had been built on a foundation of being left behind, of not being chosen. It was a cornerstone of her identity, and in an instant, that cornerstone crumbled. It was all a lie, born from miscommunication and a letter that never arrived. Her partner Ben found her on the floor, tears streaming down her face. When he asked what was wrong, she could only hold up the letter and say, "My whole life. The story I told myself. It wasn't the truth." He sat beside her, not reading the letter, but simply taking her hand. He didn't need to know the details, only that the woman he loved was unburdened from a weight she'd carried for 2 decades. Looking at Ben, at the steady, quiet love they had built, Emma realized something profound. The past didn't change her present. It didn't change the life she had now. But understanding the truth changed the soil everything grew in. It made it less rocky, more forgiving. She carefully folded the letter. It was no longer a ghost to be carried, but an artifact to be archived. She was finally letting that heartbroken young girl off the hook. She had made the best decision she could with the information she had. Standing up, Emma took Ben's hand. "Come on," she said, a small, serene smile on her face. "Let's go home." She closed the door on the empty room, leaving the past where it belonged, and walked toward her future, lighter and finally free. What stories do we tell ourselves about our past? And what would happen if we found out they weren't true? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that make you think.